Let's say you bought your first guitar, you learned the basics, and now that you're a better guitar player, you want a better guitar as well. So let's say you have a budget from 500 to 600 euro or dollars or pounds. Which guitar would you choose? Today, strumentimusicali.net sent me 5 different guitars to choose from. So let's see which one may be the right one for you. So let's start with probably the most iconic guitar of all time, and I'm talking about the Fender Stratocaster. This one is a Fender Player series with alder body, maple neck and maple fretboard, 3 player Alnico 5 pickups. Of course, we have a 5-way selector switch and volume and 2 tone controls that make this guitar one of the most versatile instruments that are out there. You can find the Fender Stratocaster in many different genres of music, starting from vintage rock and rock blues sounds like this one. Some people like rosewood fretboard, this one is a maple one, and actually I like them both. One thing that I really like about the maple fretboard is that it gives you a really nice and strong attack that can be really useful in a funk scenario like this one. The Stratocaster is also widely used in rock music, even if the single coil pickups are not as fat as the humbuckers, but as I said before, they have that strong attack that can be really useful to cut through the mix. They're a little bit noisy too, so you have to mind that if you use a lot of gain, you have to turn down the volume quickly, otherwise you can encounter some noise problems. But you just have to be quick when you stop playing, and actually it's a nice thing to do even if you have humbuckers, because everything will be that quiet. The Stratocaster is a really classic and versatile instrument, but let's see which other guitars are in the other boxes. Another really iconic instrument is the Fender Telecaster. It's a solid, no frills, reliable workhorse that has a lot of personality and character. This guitar is also Mexican made, it's a player series as well. We have alder body as well with maple neck and pau ferro fingerboard, 2 Alnico 5 pickups, just a 3-way selector switch, volume and tone. So it's really straightforward guitar, apparently less versatile, but actually the character and the personality of this guitar made this instrument the preferred choice of many guitar players. Since this guitar doesn't have a tremolo and doesn't have big fat humbuckers, and since it has this raw but solid feeling, many people said that the Telecaster has the power to make you a better player, because you can't be distracted by other features of the guitar and you have to focus on your playing and improve the important skills such as timing, note choice, and your own sound, in your hand, that are the main characteristics of a great guitar player. I don't know if this is true or not, maybe it is, but for sure the Telecaster is a really awesome and inspiring instrument. And talking about iconic guitars, here we have a nice, super nice gold top Les Paul by Epiphone. This guitar features mahogany body and mahogany neck, really nice indeed. Has a maple top and the fingerboard is Indian laurel. It's not rosewood like Gibson Les Paul, but still, it's a nice looking wood. Also, we have 2 Epiphone Pro Backer pickups that I really like. I also talked about these pickups in another video when I reviewed this guitar in another color, and I think these pickups are really nice because they have that sweet vintage kind of tone that it's really, really cool. The Les Paul has a unique feeling and sound. It's always rich and warm, even with clean sounds. The fatness and warmth of this guitar makes the Les Paul a perfect match with Marshall-style amplifier, especially if you turn up the gain quite a bit. The Les Paul can be a little bit heavy and hard and difficult to play, especially on the higher frets, but its charm is undeniable. Although if you like the mahogany body and neck and set in neck construction, but you don't like the weight and this feeling that's a little bit hard to play, maybe you will like the guitar that's in the fourth box. Another really important brand is PRS Paul. This guitar is a standard 24 mahogany body and mahogany neck. We don't have a maple top, but just mahogany. We have though a fingerboard made of rosewood, really nice wood indeed. We have two 8515S pickups that are really versatile pickup with a chance to make them like single coilish, like a push-pull to split them. That's really a nice feature as well, and a three-way selector switch. We have also a tremolo here, and many people would say that a PRS is something like in between a Fender and a Gibson, but I personally don't agree that much. For me, Paul guitar has its own feeling and sound, and it makes versatility and really nice build construction its selling point. The sound of this guitar is a little bit brighter than the Les Paul, and that would come in handy if we need a more sparkly, clean sound. The versatility of this instrument is remarkable, and I personally enjoy to play also a more metal kind of style with these instruments. Finally, if you're more into this kind of sounds but you don't really care about versatility and you'd like to have a more aggressive guitar, maybe you will like a lot what's inside of the fifth box. Okay, so here we have a nice Jackson Dinky made in Indonesia as well. This one features a poplar body and a maple neck, Indian laurel for the fretboard, and we have two Jackson active pickups. You can see here also the battery slot. We have a Floyd Rose if you need to be more extreme with your whammy bar excursions. We have volume and tone and a 3-way selector switch. I actually would prefer to have push-pull here because the pickups are quite powerful. So for the clean sound I had to turn the gain really low of my amplifier, but still it's a really classic sound. If you know the name of the song that I'm playing in the next example, let me know in the comment section down below. Super comfortable and easy to play. It's kind of a vintage spec though. Here we have a classic Dinky shape here, so the access of the 24th fret, for me it's not that a problem, but for many people would prefer to have the recessed thing here. Anyway, the sounds, it's really powerful and clear and defined with distorted sound. So if you like classic, heavy and thrash metal sounds, this guitar may be the right one for you. So 5 really different guitars, all of them I think they are quite beautiful instruments. All of the sounds that I could get from these instruments for me are really cool and nice. If I have to choose just one among these 5 guitars, especially regarding the quality for the price and build construction and stuff like that, I think that once again PRS Smith wins against the others. It's also the only one that features a gig bag, but apart from that, taking the guitar out of the box is just perfect. It plays smoothly and it feels like an instrument that costs more than that, and it's quite amazing the level of everything in that instrument. It's just perfect for my taste. Also, the other instruments are fine, but they maybe need a little bit of adjustments and a little bit of setup, while the PRS Smith, for me, it was perfect just out of the box. But let me know which one is your favorite one and which sound did you like the best of the tones that I could get from these instruments. Let me know in the comment section down below, that I'm really curious about that. I want to thank again strumentimusicali.net that gave me the chance to have 5 guitars in just one video to show you guys. And if you like this video, please press the like button and consider subscribe to my channel. And that's all for today, and see you next time. Ciao!